standing today. Hey, everybody. It's Welcome Back to America. You know how you know that? Because it's Monday at 9. So you're watching my show. I'm D.B. Frick. We've got a very interesting subject here today that neither one of these people want to talk about, but they've come on here to talk about it anyway. We're going to talk about racism in comedy. I think it's an important subject.
Everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite. So you're not on camera yet. Shut up. All right. Now you're going to be on camera. I got two great comedians that are in studio today. Two wonderful comedians. This first comedian, I've known him for like 20 years. He has a podcast called Does It Still Work? Does this still work? I'm not going to get any of those right. Does this still work? And he talks about old movies and whether they still work. I did one episode, a Woody Allen movie. It was very fun. A lot of fun. Joe Dixon, longtime comedian, funny man. Thanks for coming down, Joe.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah. Good.
Long-time comedian no one's heard of.
Yeah. Thanks for
the best type of comedian.
Now, before I bring our
Yes.
next guest on, I want to ask you.
I'm sitting. I don't know why you're standing.
I'm standing because I look much fatter sitting down. I look like, look at this. Look at that. Like the shirt, well, you can't. So you got to stand.
You look exactly the same.
I feel more comfortable standing up. I feel like a dancer. Right now, I want to ask you.
Yes,
what
what
was it that got you into performing, Joe? What was the first thing? What was it that made you want to get on stage and be funny? What was it?
Well, I'll preface this by saying I'm an old man. So I liked Jimmy Walker on
Jimmy Walker.
Yes,
okay,
Jimmy
I
Walker,
like that.
Good Times. I'm like, oh, this is funny. I would like to be funny too.
Who I didn't know until recently how impactful he was to the comedy community out in L.A. when that show came out.
That was huge.
He was giving jobs to everybody. He was one of those guys that was giving jobs to all his friends.
I'm
I had
sure,
no
yeah.
idea till I saw that the Comedy Store documentary recently, which was really good.
Yeah, he
Binder
knew.
did.
He hung out with all those guys who went on to be huge, like Letterman and Jay Leno. It's a very interesting. Yeah, these guys go way back. But no one remembers now who Jimmy Walker is.
No,
except what is it that the conservative lady's dating? The one who looks like a
Ann Coulter?
Ann Coulter, yes.
Is he really?
Apparently, he was fucking Ann Coulter. We can say
Crazy.
fuck it, can't we?
I don't believe that for 1 second.
It's true.
I don't believe that at all. That doesn't fit.
Jimmy Walker and Ann Coulter. Fucking picture it, ladies and gentlemen. Picture them. Fucking.
Don't, because you're not going to watch the rest of the show. So don't listen to anything Joe tells you to do. We got someone else here. Another great comedian.
This one actually works.
This guy is actually a working comedian that people hire to do comedy to actually get on stage. He was just on a podcast before here. He's got a show coming up at Governor's. He's doing something at Brokerage. He's got stuff. He's got a podcast called the Monday Murphy Podcast, which is awesome.
Murphy Monday.
I'm not going to get any of them right.
What are your notes for? What are your notes for?
I'm dyslexic. I still can't even read it right. It still says the wrong thing.
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this comedian, I love him so much. Nigel Fullerton, come on down.
Oh, thank you.
You're the next contestant.
Thank you for all the applause that I was hoping to get. This is amazing. I love the fact that you have two of us over. This is like
If we stand up right now, we look like we're like trying to get money from Joe. Like we're bullying him.
I feel like this is when the Jeffersons went over Archie Bunker's house. Like, you even are dressed like Archie Bunker. I don't know if you know this. You are dressed like Archie Bunker.
He needs a white shirt to
I
be
need
good.
a
white shirt, but this is the color scheme.
It's funny that you bring that up because the episode tonight I was hoping to talk about racism. But before we get into that, I want to know what got you on stage first, Nigel.
What
was
me on
it
stage?
that made you want to be funny in front of people?
Church. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was a mixture of things. Like I moved around a lot, so I was told either I had to be funny or I had to play sports. And I was very bad at sports. So I went and I told jokes and made people laugh. And like being in church, like I would make jokes with my friend Fudge the comedian, him and I. He wanted to be a comedian. I didn't, but I wanted to be famous. So I just was like, all right, I guess I got to be funny too, and I got to get on stage. So we got on stage together.
At the same time, yeah. I met him at one of your shows
my
a
guy.
couple of years ago. Yeah, he was a really good guy.
Could I ask a quick question?
Yes, you can ask.
All right, so
whatever you want.
I'll ask to Nigel.
Sure.
Nigel, your name, of course, is Nigel Fullerton.
Yes.
Why do you have a white man's name?
Because the white man gave me my dad is British. Like a lot of people don't know that. My father was born in England, so like.
But I want to imagine him as like upper crust.
He's not. He's not.
Tie,
my dad is
tea.
he's a retired captain in like Rikers. Like that's who my dad was.
Is that why you moved around so much? Because
No, I moved around so much to get away from my dad.
interesting.
No,
My dad moved around to get away from me, so it's
No. I moved around because like I lived with my grandparents, and then my mother remarried, and we moved around. Like I went from school district to school district for a little while. So
how'd you come to the States?
no, I was already living in the States. My father lived in Brooklyn by the time I was born.
Yeah, because if he wasn't born here,
yeah,
he wouldn't
I
be a
was.
citizen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a
Well,
citizen.
he could become a citizen.
Oh,
No,
I
my
mean, your
dad's
mother-
not a citizen.
Right, his dad's. But
My
his mother
dad's
is.
not.
Yeah, but your mother is.
But my dad was in the reserves, so the automatic citizenship.
That's a great gig. We got the previous show saying goodbye right now. That's Teresa on her way out. I wanted to get into something a little deeper than that.
Okay.
I did not have sex with James Gandolfini.
Okay, well, I don't have any other questions. Then
I never slept with or even knew James Gandolfini. I certainly didn't date him.
no, I would imagine you wouldn't have. But on the same subject,
Although he wasn't the black guys. I don't know if you know.
He was in the James Gandolfini. No wonder they called him Big Pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
that was the
That's
other
a joke,
guy.
ladies
That
and
was
gentlemen.
the
That was
other-
joke.
It's true.
They
Who
called
knows?
him.
Who
They
cares?
called him Skipper.
Who Vincent Pastore? I've actually asked to be on this show. He said no. He said no. I did actually. Yeah.
Smart man.
Smart.
When that, I do want the subject matter to be a little bit about racism in comedy and
Don't bet on it.
maybe what you've dealt with.
We are so not staying on topic. I don't know if you've noticed.
Why
but
do you have us? Like I have. He said I have a white man's name. He
I have a white man's voice.
Yeah,
Come
like
on.
you
were
want
the
us
ones
here?
You were the ones who said yes.
Yeah, oh, that's why. Because everybody would told you no.
You had 15 people. You were 13, 14.
Yeah, we're like, why? Like after the year we had, do you really want to talk about racism?
Yes, I do. I think it's important.
Okay.
During it's Gay Pride Month. That's who you're supposed to be talking to. The
Last
gays.
month was Mentally Challenged Month, not Mentally
Hey,
Challenged.
listen.
Mental Health Month. Sorry.
He could have had the gays, and he chose to have two straight black men. What is the matter with you?
Caitlyn Jenner just said it's harder to come out as Republican than transgender. We should be discussing that.
Right.
Welcome
Maybe we
back to
will.
America, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to know, when was the first time you dealt with racism? When was the first time you dealt with racism? When
Coming
was the
out
first
of the
time you
womb?
remember?
Coming out of the womb, yeah.
It was
The doctor smacked us on our asses.
I'm talking about in comedy.
In comedy.
When was the first time you dealt with racism in comedy?
I don't know. Oh, God. I mean, I once got called the N-word while I was on stage. That wasn't pleasant. I didn't
While
like
you were
that.
on stage, really?
Yes. We cursed each other back, and that was the end of the show.
that was
I didn't handle it as well as I probably could have, but that's why I'm not doing comedy
Was it
anymore.
Michael Richards?
It wasn't Michael Richards.
was-
It was Jerry Seinfeld.
That was a
which is-
dated joke.
Yeah, no, but like even when you saw that
dead.
Michael Richards thing, like that was him just like.
Oh, he was mad. He was mad. It wasn't
Yeah,
him
but
trying to be
why,
funny.
but what makes you that mad that you talk about people being lynched? Like that's the part that I don't get.
It was definitely a horrible, weird way for him to go. It
You know,
was,
had he turned that around, and he had managed to make that shit funny, he would be fine today. And not that he's not bad.
But
today,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't funny. Like if it was funny, that's the problem when people don't get where like, ooh, I'm edgy. It's not about being edgy or not. If the shit is funny, you can succeed that, but you got to know where the line is. Like you can't go like 20 miles over the speed limit, but you can go 10. You know what I mean? Like you can't. Like people are afraid of this whole cancel culture. That's only because they're not funny. They don't know how to be creative.
Yeah,
So-
the cancel culture is bullshit.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's
as long
nonsense.
as you're creative, as long as you know where the line is, how to step over the line a little bit, so like you're not like so far over that people are gonna say, "Hey, no."
I mean, if
But you
cancel
know what?
culture,
I actually don't. I actually somewhat. The only reason I disagree with that.
Okay.
Let's use this as an example. You know that guy? There's a guy in the news right now who's a booker.
Okay.
The Montreal Comedy Festival, and he's
Right.
he's like got in trouble for saying something. I don't know what it was that he got in trouble for, but they just made him famous.
Oh, I know why he got in trouble.
Said he wasn't canceled. What
But
do
he
you?
wasn't. He was.
I know why he
That's
got
what we're
canceled.
talking about.
But my point is, they're saying
Yes.
he's canceled, but he's not.
See,
he's
yeah,
going to
you're-
get more work.
See
because
what
of that.
what's happening is
that's what we're saying.
You're what he's mixing it up, right? You're mixing it up because this is the thing. What I'm talking about is what is being said in being creative. What he said was not creative.
I don't know what he said.
I know what he said. What he said was not creative, and that's why people are trying to cancel him. Now, the problem with cancel culture after the fact is the fact that we don't give people the chance to redeem themselves. And we've had that conversation about the redemption.
Yes.
So like, that's the problem with cancel culture, where you need to be able to say, okay, bad, you're bad. Here's how we fix this. We don't allow people to be redeemed. And that's the problem with cancel culture.
Disagree.
Okay. Why do you disagree?
No, people. It doesn't matter if they redeem themselves or not. No one ever stops working. That's my point.
That's true, too.
Cancel, and then I see all these people still working. Where's the cancellation happen? When I want to see the cancellation.
There are some people that do come back to work, but like
they all come back to work. Who stopped working?
they still have shit on their shoe.
Tell me who
they
got canceled who has not stopped
Roseanne
working.
Barr got really screwed.
Roseanne
Barr had chosen not to work. Had she wanted to work, she could go back out.
She did go back. She did a tour with Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, she
Oh,
did a tour.
then she wasn't canceled then.
No, because she played to our audience who's not canceling
This is
her.
great. I love the
Exactly.
conversation.
That's why.
I love where we're going. I know that we have
You
to
love
go.
where we're going, really.
I'm looking forward to coming back to this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I know that we have to go to a commercial.
We need to go to commercial.
We've been on here for a while, and we got to get to those commercials
Cool.
because this stuff gets paid for. But I think maybe it'll be the one about teeth whitening.
Does he? You get the
Maybe it'll be the coffee commercial.
his commercials? Is that how
Maybe
I don't
it will
know.
be the commercial about Strong Island here.
Do you have
We will
commercials on your
see.
podcast?
No, I do not.
No, we do.
No,
we
I
have
don't know yet.
we have commercials. We did.
Oh, maybe
used
we
to.
advertise on our shows.
We used to, but I guess we're not. We can continue.
No, okay.
I don't think we're going to commercial.
I'm independent. I don't have no goddamn commercials.
manager of a. Hey, everybody, we're back.
That's why I didn't want to talk about
Oh,
it.
all they heard was that you've done this a long time.
We are back to Welcome Back to America.
They don't know
Thanks
that's
for
about
checking those
dick
out.
sucking. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, whoa, whoa,
I love Joe Dixon.
whoa.
What?
No, that's
you said we could
that's
curse.
fine. No, you can
it's
curse.
Long Island. They know what dick sucking is.
Yes, they sure do.
I used to follow him on Twitter, and he would go at like everybody.
Oh, he was mad
on Twitter.
He's mad.
Yeah.
He's very angry.
Especially
Joe Dixon's
during the
very
Obama
angry.
years. Like you would like just be going at people.
Oh, yeah.
All you saw was red glasses and whatever he whatever he typed.
But he got off Facebook, so he doesn't do that anymore.
I'm not
He
on
only-
Facebook.
He's only on Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter anymore.
No, Twitter. Yeah.
I gotta go back to Twitter so I can see Joe Dixon.
so you can have nobody look.
I'm
at
actually
you.
following him. Like I am one of his followers.
I
You
follow
follow
Joe
us.
too. I don't read anything he puts up. But
Oh,
I
there you
definitely
go.
follow.
Anyway, we were talking about
We were talking about
cancel
comedy.
culture.
the cancel culture and the Booker, and I do believe that he'll get more.
You want to know what he said?
Yes, tell us what he said, 'cause I don't know.
If it's
So what I surmise is that he said the N-word, but it wasn't like, again, it was out of context. I don't know why he was saying. I don't know the issue around it. I want to hear more about it, but that's what I heard, and that's why people are canceling him. Now, the problem with cancel culture is normally the people who he quote unquote would offend aren't the people who are offended. It's normally the people who are like not of that race. So it's normally not the black people that are like
irony there. Yeah, sure.
yeah. It's normally never like the people that you're attacking. It's always the people around you like, hey, you shouldn't say that bad you. You know, you're being mean. It's normally the people around the situation. So it's never the people that he quote unquote offended. It's the people who were offended by his words.
I think that by bringing attention to it, he will get more work.
Yeah,
I
you
think
said
that it
already.
makes him more famous.
You know what?
His name is everywhere now.
I
didn't know who he was.
I don't think he's famous. You want to know why? Because we don't know his fucking name.
I don't.
Infamous.
Infamous.
Infamous is the right word.
Everybody,
infamous.
but everybody can be infamous for something
I
stupid.
know his face now, though.
I don't know his face either.
I know, I do know.
I guarantee you in 2 weeks we're not going to give a fuck about this guy.
This is correct.
Probably not.
And then he's
going to
listen, Shane Gillis, what's his name? Shane Gillis, the guy that
the guy didn't get on SNL. Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's
He's still working.
yeah. He was at the brokerage. He did a show
Right,
at the
and
brokerage
there's a whole
year ago.
But
Like,
no, he's
still
coming.
working
He's
now,
coming
yeah.
back now.
Yeah.
But there's this whole stop Asian hate thing that's going on right now, and yet this is the guy that is the epitome of the Asian hate.
Yeah, there is no cancel culture. Next question.
I didn't. That wasn't the question. But
Next question.
Best black comedians.
Best
Who are your
black
favorite
comedians?
black comedians?
What is it? Pick a black guy.
Pick a black guy.
Nigel Ferguson. What's your name again?
Know his name.
Ferguson? Who are you again?
Pharmacist.
Folsom? Fulgel?
My name is Flip
Nigel
Wilson.
Fulgel.
Fullerton.
My
He's a
name
big
is-
guy. Fullerton. It's easy to remember.
Nigel Fullerton.
My name is Flip Wilson, and the devil made me do it.
The devil-
When I was a kid, I loved Flip Wilson.
Now we know you like Eddie Murphy a lot.
Because he does
I
his
have to do a
podcast. about
podcast
Eddie Murphy.
about Eddie Murphy.
He's probably the guy in entertainment that I would pay more to see than anybody else. He's trying to look at my
mean-
questions. He wants to see what racist questions I have on.
No, you asked me best black comedians. Like, what is this, a talent show? Like, what is this, Miss America?
It's
Hey,
it's
so
racist Jeopardy.
So, what are your best black comedians? Do you like yourself for top 3?
I don't think there's anything wrong with
Who's your
talking-
favorite black comedian?
I just said it.
Eddie
I
Murphy.
mean, it's Eddie
Who's
Murphy.
your favorite white comedian?
George Carlin.
Okay.
I've never actually been asked what's my favorite black. I think that's a racist.
Sure.
I've never been asked what's my favorite black comedian.
I don't think there's
I've
anything
never
racist.
been asked. No, I'm not saying it's racist.
I am. Totally saying it's racist.
I'm just
You
saying
fucking
I've
racist
never
bastard.
been asked my best black comedian. I've asked who's my best comedians, and normally I probably would say somebody black, but I would throw
Yeah,
in
who's your favorite comedian?
I
Not your favorite
would
black
throw in like people that I do love because I do have an affinity for Jerry Seinfeld. I do have an affinity for Rodney Dangerfield, George Carlin. Like, you know, there's times
Are you afraid to name black comedians?
no,
I think Nigel's afraid to name black
dude,
comedians.
I do a podcast where I talk about black comedians every week.
And he has black comedians on.
Yeah.
What did you have? You had the guy. You had Perry. What's his name?
Rodney Perry?
Rodney Perry from Coming to America 2. You had him on your show. That was huge.
Yeah, he said like 2 words in the movie.
He had 3 scenes.
He did have 3
He
scenes.
had
No,
3
Rodney Perry's a pioneer, man. I've known Rodney Perry for about 20 years now.
Yeah.
I met him back in 2001 at Madison Square Garden. He was opening for Cedric the Entertainer back then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cedric the Entertainer. He's good. I like him.
Yeah.
He's black.
I don't.
black?
I don't remember him. Never.
Oh, God. What's the matter with me? Who died? He was part of the group there of the...
Paul Mooney?
Not Paul Mooney's great, but no. Of Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer.
Bernie Mac.
Jesus.
Oh God.
You're some of a bitches.
God, I cannot believe I forgot his
I
name.
know.
That show
He's
was
only
one
been
of the
on like
funniest
what,
of
a
all
couple of
time.
years now? 5 years? 10
It's
years?
been 10 years.
It's got to
Yeah.
be 10 years because it was
Yeah.
right before he had that movie come out.
It's so weird. He's like his
Soul
career was
Man.
really taking off, and then
Soul Man, and I remember
dies
the
early.
opening of the movie. I remember his family went. and
Yeah,
they
I
weren't
think
with him.
it's closer to 15 years now because I think it was like 2000.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
He was
one of the
excellent.
best.
Yeah,
One of the best. So funny. And the Bernie Mac show was just like the quintessential sitcom.
yeah, very good stuff.
One of the top 10.
I've only watched the first season.
So is this question racist? Is
Yes.
it more racist now?
if you have to preface it with, "Is this racist?"
Is this
It's
racist?
going to be racist.
It's probably racist. Like, you shouldn't have just said, like,
just the question.
who are your influences? Like, why is it best black comedians? Why couldn't it just, like, again,
But why not?
because you,
Why can't it be?
because you're already, when you say best black comedians, you're already saying, okay, well, I just want the black comedians from you. Like, you're not giving me a choice.
Well, also you seem to be implying that best black comedian as opposed to best comedian.
Now, best comedian could be somebody black, or it could be somebody white, or it could be somebody Asian. But you want to hear the best black comedians.
I think it's racist that you won't answer my question.
We did!
That's
We
our answer.
did!
Is it more racist now?
Is it more? What do you mean? What's
is
more
in
In
racist?
the world?
In the world?
Is it more racist now or
than it's
before we
ever
were
been.
born?
Well, there's no segregation now, so I have to say something.
I mean, there's
Well,
no
there is in the world.
slavery.
Yeah.
Like,
There
that's
isn't-
what, that's what
there is
somebody
in the
said.
world, though.
Somebody said that to me before.
I'm not talking about racism just
But-
here.
but-
We're opening it up. It's
But
the world. I'm
here's
talking about the
thing.
world.
I had this conversation with somebody last year where they told me, "Oh, it's less racist than it's ever been in society." And I said, "To compared to what? Slavery?
Right.
Like when we
We're all
talk,
slaves.
there's no such thing as
we're not all
less.
slaves.
There's no such thing as less or more, whatever. It's racism is racism, And the problem is that you have to be more like accepting of other people's cultures. A lot of people don't accept the culture of other people, and that's where racism happens because they make fun of it, they make a joke of it, and because they're insensitive, they don't know how to read the room. Just like this man that said the N-word in whatever context that he said, you have to understand and read the room and say, hey, listen, this isn't cool. I should change how I speak.
Do you have anything to say to that?
No, I agree with Fullerton, Fulkinson?
Yeah.
William Faulkner.
William Faulkner, yes.
But that's the thing. It's not I won't say it's less like I say racism in America is kind of like the Knicks. Every year you think it's going to go really well.
I would not hope.
You don't think it is. You hope
You hope it's going to go good. You hope this season's going to be the winning season.
It hasn't been since '93.
I mean, I agree. I just don't want racism. But is it better than? Yeah, it's better than when my grandmother was a kid. But that doesn't mean a whole lot.
Yeah, no one's shooting me with a hose and shit. Like
I still don't
there's always going to be some type of thing. The problem is, and I've said this several times. The problem is that for everything to be fair, someone has to understand, hey, I'm somewhat privileged. Like, I need to give up this privilege to gain for society. And nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be like, okay, you want everything equal? Here. No one wants to do that.
Well, yeah, but we also live in the most affluent area of the world. I mean, Long Island, New York, this whole area is one
everywhere.
of the richest.
But affluence has nothing to do with racism.
Affluence has nothing to do with that. Like, it's all around the world. Like, if you look at what they deem as beautiful, darker skin is not deemed as something that's beautiful.
Well, if you talk to any photographer who knows their shit, they would disagree with you.
Yeah, how many photographers really know their shit?
Well, how many photographers are getting employed by people who would put them out there and say, like, black models or whatever?
That's the thing. Like,
answer.
There's a lot of chances and opportunities that we don't get because of nepotism. There's a lot of opportunities and chances that we don't get because they say, hey, I'm going to get somebody else to do this that I know.
Or just there's a lot of opportunities out there just based on history. They're like oh God, what is his name who runs Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. I saw this thing on Twitter about Jeff Bezos. He worked at McDonald's and he's built himself up. And you know what's left out of there? That his parents gave him $250,000 to start his business. You know how rare that is for anybody to get that, and yet that is that. The sort of wealth his family had to have created before he became the king of Amazon.
Now, something like that. You probably have friends that's happened to.
I don't have any friends.
But let's just say you probably have friends that's happened to over the years. Like that's not a rare occasion. Black people, and I'm not talking about us in a monolith or anything like that, but there are more black people doing that now, whereas 20 years ago, that was something that your friend's friend, he got $70,000 to start up a new business. Black people are starting to do that now where they're giving out wealth for their family's generation.
Well, yeah, no, there have been meetings of the people who are really well off, like P. Diddy, and these people who are really rich have put money into a lot of things.
And I get you.
And that's why it's been.
Yeah, but
that's part of why it's been.
And that's relatively recent. I mean, with the case of Bezos, we're talking about wealth accumulation well before any of us was born.
Right.
People this is what the problem. People get upset about critical race theory, whatever the fuck that is. Well, just basically learn your goddamn history. And there's a reason all these people are successful, and it's not because we worked so hard. It's because you got opportunities that the rest of us didn't get. It's very easy to say like I'm the king of the hill when you didn't have to compete against other women, you didn't have to compete against black people, you didn't have to compete against Asians. That's why you did so goddamn well.
It sounds like you're talking to me, Joe.
I want $250,000. Like, what does that happen?
It doesn't. You have to lawsuits. You have to sue someone.
You have to have parents who are very well off.
Or you could be a future president. I mean,
well, they don't. They don't usually take their salaries. Presidents don't usually.
They all take their salaries except supposedly Trump, and then he was making money under the table. So
no, those other presidents.
Other presidents took their salaries. Of course they did.
No, most of them didn't. Most of the most recent. We could argue about it later. We'll argue about
there
it
is
later.
no.
Jimmy Carter didn't take his money.
No,
he most certainly did.
And neither did
he was a
Ronald
peanut
Reagan.
farmer.
They took their pensions, but they did not take their salaries.
Where are you getting that from?
That's very true. We'll talk about it again later.
Who cares?
We'd have to Google it for
Well,
someone.
who cares?
He wants to press it. I don't know
It's
why.
not true.
Okay, let's do. Before we go, we have a few more minutes.
A few more minutes. What's happening now?
Another commercial
Before we go to commercials again. I want a list of the most famous racist white people.
Why are you doing
I feel like we're like I feel like we're getting punked.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go down the
I
same
don't know
road.
any famous racist white people.
We know tons.
There's tons out there.
I don't want to be that guy that says there's tons. I still got to leave Long Island.
I'm not looking for.
He
like,
doesn't live around
I'm not
here.
looking for.
I still live around
I
here.
think he meant famous. Not
Famous,
famous.
not
He
Long
hang out
Island,
with.
not Long Island bookers. I'm talking about famous people.
Oh, I mean,
Well, are you familiar with a man named Lucian who ran a comic strip?
Oh God, was he? Yeah, was he a racist guy?
Lucian, but didn't he give...
Lucian's favorite thing was just have his racial group. Like, okay, we got enough blacks, we have enough women.
Yeah.
We gotta have an Asian comic. It was like some sort of real.
It's an affirmative
Noah's
action plan for comedy.
Not even close. A Noah's Ark of.
Lucian Hole. It means the
Lucian
devil.
Hole. He's
The
now
devil's
dead.
grip.
Yeah,
I'm no
no.
longer doing comedy, so I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
I remember auditioning.
I can afford to.
Tell him, Joe Dixon. I still have
I
to see
auditioned
these
for him
people.
a couple of times. I auditioned for him. In
I've
Solo
auditioned for him too. He told me I have the energy of Sinbad.
Okay.
Is that a compliment?
That's a huge. I think that's a huge compliment.
No, it wasn't. Not at the time. Not
No,
at the time.
because she's not comparing your comedy. He has a lot of energy.
Not at the time.
good to have
Somebody
energy.
called me Sinbad, and it wasn't
It's
fun.
good to have energy. I think it's good to have energy.
And then you
Okay,
say, I
how
can't
about-
pass you because we got enough black men with beards.
No, he didn't say that.
You said that there's lots of racist white people. You name a list. You name. Let's go through the list of racist white
I'm
people.
not gonna. What would even be the point of that?
I don't know.
Welcome back to America, ladies
I
and
thought
gentlemen.
that maybe you would say someone.
Long Island's favorite, Donald Trump. I think. Where would you like me to go? With
I
that?
actually did bring this up with Joe beforehand. He's acting like I didn't tell him this question beforehand.
I didn't know anything about
No,
this.
no,
You didn't know
question.
anything about it.
He didn't come.
I was just like, so what are we talking about?
And what was I
Racism?
doing when you were telling me these questions? I was doing what?
You were eating,
And what? I was drinking alcohol.
not paying attention to me.
Exactly.
Maybe that
Okay.
was the other thing.
I only did this
This is
because
great. I'm sure you're all loving this at home.
Yeah. Well,
I'm promoting my comedy show July 2nd.
yes, we were going to talk about that. He's got a.
The man has a career. I'm gone, but he has a future. For pity's sake.
Not if he moves an hour
But I
outside
remember
LA.
Joe Dixon, though. I've seen him at Revolution.
You've never seen Joe Dixon at Revolution?
I did.
No, you've never
Long
been
time
out to
ago.
Revolution on Long
I've been.
Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why is that
I remember.
Because it's
I remember
so
this
far
guy.
out on Long Island.
I probably drove. Someone drove me out there.
Yeah.
I get around.
He did.
Sure
he
you
gets
didn't
around.
walk there.
How do you know?
Like-
Maybe I walked.
No, you definitely
I
didn't.
told one of my
not
one of my comedy friends. I was like, yeah, I'm doing a show, Joe Dixon. They was like, oh shit, Joe Dixon.
No, they didn't.
Yes, he did. He said he still does comedy.
Yeah,
He's like the guy with the red glasses. It's like, yeah, the guy with the red glasses. That's who I'm doing the show with. The only reason I did the show because he said Joe Dixon was
No
gonna
one who's ever seen me do stand ever thought I did comedy.
I love that they remembered you like that. I love that you came up in
What,
conversation.
now, here's a real question to ask him because I want to know this.
Oh, yes, it has
What
to be real
what
question.
made you come up with trademarking your red glasses?
I read somewhere the red looks good on dark skin.
Okay.
So I put red glasses.
But you like
That's it. That's my only reason.
I remember he had a logo. He had a logo with the red
the red
glasses.
glasses. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And
It's on
I
his
thought
card,
I
yeah.
thought that
They
was
were much
the coolest.
dark. These are my lighter ones.
Those
That's
was
much
like
brighter ones.
he had Sally Jesse Raphael's. Like he really.
yeah.
But no one remembers her anymore.
I
And
know.
Initially, when I did it,
Nobody
people would go like
remembers
Sally Jesse.
Right.
And then
they remember
stopped.
her for the guy that killed the other guy
Yes.
because he brought him on the show and told him he
That was
gay.
that was Jenny Jones.
That was
Right,
Jenny Jones.
sorry.
That was Jenny
That
Jones.
was
Yeah.
Jenny Jones.
Sally Jesse Raphael's 10 years before that.
Yes, that's right. You're right.
That was kind of amazing.
You know who actually produced Sally Jefferson Raphael was Phil Donahue, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yes, no, it's
Someone else
actually
no one
That-
remembers.
But yeah, that is the female version of Donahue, like Sally Jesse Raphael. Like, how come nobody saw that before? Like, I'm picturing that is the female version of Phil Donahue.
Now that anyone knows who the hell we're talking about.
It's okay.
Nobody, nobody's watching, so nobody
Welcome
knows.
back to
You're right.
America, ladies.
Welcome back
and
to
gentlemen.
America.
Yeah, we're going to be right back after this. We're going to go to another commercial, and they're going to make me feel terrible about doing the show again. We'll be right back. Thank you very much. Checking out Welcome Back to America.
Hey everybody, this is Motorcycle Mike, the personal injury lawyer. I've been riding motorcycles my entire adult life. During the course of my 30-year career as a lawyer, I've also represented countless injured motorcyclists. If you're one of them, I can be of assistance to you. Go to my website, please, motorcyclemikeesq.com. I'll always be there for you. I'm on your side when you ride.
Me llaman Dan Pablo y hace más de 20 años me enamoré de una colombiana. Viajé a su país y conocí un estilo de café muy distinto, muy especial. Ahora tostamos cafés excelentes, con alturas y microclimas diferentes, resultado en una taza muy compleja y muy rica. Un sabor nuevo en el mundo. Fue un éxito. And I even got to keep the girl.
Hey, welcome back to the most racist show in America. Welcome back to America.
No, it's not.
No, now it's not.
I mean, it is.
I made them feel bad in the middle
No.
during the commercials. So what we're going to do now, I want to make sure you guys...
You want to talk about the whole...
We did. That's true.
Right.
I want to talk about this thing.
So,
Yes.
so we were talking about high school and upbringings, and you said you went to
We're
all
about
black.
the same age, too.
Yeah, you went to all black high school.
Grammar school.
Grammar school, right? And me personally, like I told you, I moved around a lot. So I went from mixed school to predominantly black school to predominantly white school.
Oh, okay.
There were still black people there, but like we were like it was a huge high school. So like it was like if there was like 200 black people in the school, there was like a 1,000 white kids. So like that was but like my girlfriend, she went to Oyster Bay, and she tells me there was like 30 black kids in her whole school. And I thought that was the craziest thing I've ever heard.
And how many people in the school, though, altogether? That's
Like,
what would...
I mean, it's a low number also. Like, I think the whole school is probably like 500 or something like that.
It is kind of crazy. I feel like my grammar school, I was one of the only white kids. High school
Where was this?
was the first time I met white people.
Did you go to school with like Howard Stern? Like, you
No,
have the same story as Howard Stern.
I grew up about half a mile away from him.
From
Yeah, he's in Roosevelt. I was
you went to
several.
you went to-
No, I
okay.
went to Uniondale, St. Martha's in Uniondale.
Well, that's your parents' fault.
My parents wouldn't send me to Uniondale High.
I wouldn't send you to
I would
Uniondale
have
High
gotten
either.
beaten up every day. I wouldn't have made it.
That was between like the razor blade era. Like,
Yeah,
you
no, I got
can't-
messed up. That was the 90s, the 80s and 90s. No, we didn't want to
Yeah,
do that.
definitely not. You would have gotten cold vanilla ice and got your ass kicked every day.
I did. You should see the yearbook. They called
This
me
is
the-
why you don't like black people now. I get it. I get it.
I don't-
Full circle.
I hope that's not what everyone's takeaway is.
You know, I'm silent this conversation because I did not live. I've never lived on Long Island, so I have no idea.
I'm
It's-
curious.
What
We're
you're
gonna,
mentioning.
we're gonna
So
test
the places we're mentioning where he.
Oh no, I get it. I got it from the inference.
Yeah, but like the area he's talking about, Chuck D, Flavor Flav.
Okay. I've heard of those people.
Who else? Dr. J lived
Alright.
around there.
That's right. They even have a street named after him on the school that I read.
Yep.
I believe you actually told me.
Eddie
this.
Murphy, Charlie Murphy.
That's right.
So all of these people went to.
Which, by the way, decreases the likelihood of me ever being successful. That many successful people came.
Dr. Dre from Yo MTV
Flavor
Raps.
Flav.
Well,
couple
we have
blocks
Flavor
away.
Flav, yeah, like the Bomb Squad. You know,
Bomb Squad.
There's a lot of people around his area, so he sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to do some trivia now.
Oh,
this is
the good
Black
stuff.
History trivia. We're going to see
Oh, great.
how much these two guys know.
Do you know the answers to this? We should be.
He has them right there in front of me. He does
I
know the
had to write
answers.
them down.
All right,
Yeah, I
I'm
definitely
going to
know
ask
them.
you questions.
But to buzz in, I want you to use your kazoos. Do you know how to use a kazoo? It's a white things. Kazoo is a very white thing.
I'm just going to slap the table like we're playing dominoes.
That's
That's the blackest thing that I can do.
Do that. Then do that. If you,
That's only because I'm afraid of putting my mouth on this.
I would never do that. Was in a bag.
That's not the first time you've said that.
That was in
Hey.
a bag right before, That was in a
Yeah, I don't know what bag that was on.
It was in a bag of weed. All right, first question. Question one.
Yes.
Question one.
Yes.
In addition to her outstanding career as a singer,
Mm-hmm.
Marian Anderson was appointed by President Dwight D. Eisenhower
Yes.
to what position?
I know she was she not integrated, but she's the first black woman to sing at an opera house, I believe.
Yes.
True. I didn't know that.
What did he? As Daughters of the Revolution or something? He pointed her to. I don't know.
No.
I heard Eddie Murphy talk about her in a stand-up special.
Yes, he did. That's right. I vaguely remember that. She was the first U.S. delegate to the United Nations.
Oh, okay.
Which I didn't know, but that's a huge deal.
Yes.
To be a delegate, I would kill to be a delegate. I would like to walk past the United
Why are
Nations.
you asking us black history? I just
Why
want
would
to
we know
know.
about the first delegate to the
The truth
UN?
is, I hope you get them all wrong.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the truth. I hope that they don't know.
Well, I know
any
who
of
she
it.
is. I just didn't remember
I don't remember what the hell job she had in 1902. Like,
1950.
Oh,
Come
God.
on.
All right.
Get your ear up correct.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's probably more likely her time. But she lived to.
Why
be
is that? It
pretty
was
old.
like a president from like 1930 52 or 50 something.
52 to 59.
To 59, yeah, right.
60.
So at least 60 because Kennedy took over after him.
60 in January. Okay, second question. A little less racist.
Okay. Well, we'll determine that.
I can't do that. That's right. In 1993, she became the first black person honored with the Nobel Prize for Literature for 6 novels. She is a 2-time Pulitzer Prize winner for Beloved.
Toni Morrison.
Awesome.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's 1 point for Joe, 0
For me.
for Black History.
It had nothing to do with black, but ask me about a book, and I'll know what the hell you're talking
History
about.
trivia.
I read. I earned these glasses.
I was about to say Zora Neale Hurston. I don't know what the fuck it was.
I don't know. You should just say
Toni Morrison, did she write Wait and Exhale? No, I'm just playing.
No, who did?
Terry McMillan.
Terry
Oh,
McMillan.
Terry. It's a
Terry
similar
McMillan
name,
did.
though. They have T&M.
Well,
Well, it starts with a T and M.
I
All
want
right.
to start with a TNA. Sorry, I don't know.
Okay, question 3. There's 2 answers to this.
Okay.
There's 2 answers.
Uh-huh.
What was the name of the Harlem club where many entertainers began their career?
Cotton Club.
It's 2.
The Apollo.
There you go. They both get a point. Joe's got 2. He's got 1 point.
Oh, but what was the thing? What was the thing about the Cotton Club, though?
What was the thing about the club?
What was it about the black performers could perform there? But what?
But what?
They couldn't eat there. Yeah, they could.
Well, they could either, but I mean, they did not have. They were not allowed to. They weren't black audiences.
Oh, okay. They
Yeah,
weren't.
the Dutchman had that. Dutch Schultz. He
owned the Cotton Club.
He ran the club. I wouldn't say he owned it, but he ran it.
What was the movie? The 1983 movie. There was a Cotton Club.
It
Gregory
was called.
Hines.
It was called the Cotton Club.
And
wasn't
who
it?
else? Gregory Hines. Do you remember
And,
anybody else?
Yes, it was Richard Gere.
Richard Gere was in it. Yes.
Richard Gere was playing the
See,
Dutch
this
Schultz.
is why I should be on your podcast.
Yeah.
Those questions I get the answers
Yeah, yeah.
right.
We'll talk more movies another time.
Yeah.
But where I lost.
Oh my God, more black history from a white guy.
All right, that's why I wanted to do it because I was the wrong person to do it. That's
No,
why
that's
I decided-
okay.
That's why
I have questions for
there
you.
were a lot. You can answer me anything.
Ooh, okay.
Like the person who just walked in was the person who
James Gandolfini.
No. It's kind of crazy. What was the name? Oh, sorry. Formerly the Virginia Theater, what became the first Broadway theater to bear the name of an African American in 2005?
Oh,
Which is just that makes it
Oh God.
so absurd.
August Wilson.
Very good. We have
You got that right. I know who August Wilson is.
But what's the name of the theater?
It's the August Wilson.
Theater. The August Wilson Theater. I was just trying to say the
all
whole
right.
name. That was Joe. You're doing very well in trivia. You know your black trivia.
I know my trivia. You can put black on it if you must.
I did.
Yeah, I guess I'm not black because I haven't got any answers correct.
You did. You got the Cotton Club.
Yeah, but that was like a 2-parter.
It wasn't. You still get the point.
Oh, okay.
What is the name of the colorful fabric? I want you to know something, though.
Yes.
I read hundreds of pieces of information that I didn't know. I didn't know the answers to any of these questions.
You're not supposed to know the answers to these damn questions.
Googling is not reading hundreds of information. Just putting the Google.
This isn't black history, dude.
Hundreds of pieces of information.
Cut and pasting is not an accomplishment.
August Wilson in theater is not black history. That's just
that's not black history.
that's not black history.
I think that it took Broadway theaters.
Here's
were
a
around
question
for
for you.
Years.
Here's a question
and they
for you.
never had.
All right,
theater
fair
named
enough.
after-
Here's a
All
question.
That is black history. All right, fine. fine.
What is the first sitcom that had an all black cast?
That would have to be Good Times.
No. What is the matter with you?
What came?
I feel like we've had this conversation before, so I'm surprised you don't know it.
I mean, if you say it,
two A's,
that doesn't help for some reason.
1950s.
Oh, Amos and Andy. But
There we go.
But
that
they
wasn't
weren't-
all
but they
black
weren't
cast,
really
though.
Yes, it was.
black. They weren't.
It wasn't all black.
They weren't.
Amos and Andy was all black.
No.
All right.
Yes, it
No,
was.
not when they first started. When they
No,
were
no, I'm sorry. The TV show. The
Okay.
TV show.
There you go.
Not the radio program.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Okay.
Not the
Yeah.
the movie. The TV show I'm talking about.
Sure. And can you see those anywhere? I don't think I've ever seen an episode.
And there's nothing that's
There's
people
this
sisters
new
band
thing
you
called
can't find.
YouTube.
What is it? How do
It's
you
called
spell that?
YouTube. It's YOU.
Wait,
tube.
what?
The weird thing about Amos and Andy is like, if you watch it today, it is so mild, you have to wonder why anyone was ever upset about it. And the reason people were upset about Amos and Andy is because the civil rights movement was just building up after years of trying to build up their power and just to get things legislatively through. And then Amos and Andy was a show that a lot of people objected to because of its racist roots. It's not so much the original TV show. The TV show was fine. It was all the stuff that came before that people were objecting to.
It was rooted in stereotypes.
It was rooted in racism because it was guys in blackface.
And the same thing.
I'm sorry, just real quick.
Sure.
Had the show started out as just Amos and Andy without any of that history, it would have been fine.
Yeah. But the same thing happened with Good Times, where they basically said that Good Times was garbage. The Black Panthers told Norman Lear that Good Times is garbage and you are the garbage man because you made this garbage.
Yeah, the Black Panthers were terrible TV critics.
They
didn't like any goddamn thing that went on television.
Imagine.
Meanwhile, lots of black people watch this stuff.
Imagine Huey Newton writing like a review about like the
regular Pauline Kael. Yeah,
All in the Family and such. All right, I only have like 2 more quick questions.
All right, go for it.
All right. What is the name of the colorful fabric used by African royalty?
Crown Royal bags.
See, that's what I was hoping
Kente
for.
cloth.
Yes.
Kente cloth.
Yeah, there you go. Now you got 3 points, and so does Joe. You're tied somehow.
I feel like I'm doing better than him.
He's doing way better than I am.
All right, this is the last one. This is easy. This is easy. You'll both get this, I think. Who was the first black woman to run for president?
Shirley Chisholm.
And what year was it?
1972.
Nigel won. Nigel beat Joe
No,
Dixon
I didn't.
in trivia.
No, I didn't.
More right.
He got more right.
More right.
You asked me a question about
I want you
Shirley
to know
Chisholm.
this is your prize for winning.
He just wants to give you a bowl.
I know who
fighting winning. He won.
I don't want a goddamn bowl. I know Shirley Chisholm from a freaking Biz Markie song.
There's a little face like that.
I don't want this bowl.
He was Biz Markie in a movie. He played Biz Markie in a movie.
I played Biz Markie in a movie.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. In a
what
movie
was
about
this?
It's called Roxanne.
You know, Roxanne.
Yeah, it's
Roxanne, is that with Steve Martin?
no, that's Roxanne. Roxanne is
It's not the sequel to Roxanne.
That's hilarious. Roxanne is a movie about Roxanne Shante. She was a battle rapper back in the
I vaguely recall
mid-'80s.
this.
She had the song Roxanne.
She was great. She had a great voice.
Oh,
With
okay.
UTFO and so basically what ended up happening was we did a movie with Forrest Whitaker produced it along with Pharrell. Neil Long's in it. Mahershala Ali. It's been out for about 2 years now, 3 years I think. Yeah, 3 years. So yeah,
it's a big one.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
If you can, go watch it. People.
Yeah, go watch it now.
If you haven't disowned me, black people,
Don't shut this off though
Please
to
go
watch it. Oh, that was racist. I should probably shut this show off to go watch it. That would be the.
It's okay.
So we got one more segment. We're gonna do one more segment. We're gonna come back.
It's not
better
more,
and better.
It's not more Black History.
No, it's nothing. No more Black History.
Oh, okay.
We're hoping to have a couple of callers come in in
right,
a couple of minutes. But I really thank you guys for coming down here.
I thank you for taking all this abuse.
Oh, this is my
I
life.
didn't think
My
you at all.
life is abuse.
Like when you have two black
like
people.
you have no idea.
Well, you
My
have
life
two-
is abuse.
Well, when you have two
Like,
black
almost every
people
moment.
on your show, you automatically become the man.
You know,
like
The only reason
you had to know that I knew that.
he normally does this in another studio. The only reason he's doing it out here now is just he wants to make sure we don't mug him.
I'm actually going to show this to my clan friends after.
I just want to.
He thinks he can play all these instruments on her own.
Don't tell them this
Think we're gonna play
instrument's
the
back
instrument?
there.
He's like, I heard all you guys know every single instrument back here.
The audience wasn't supposed
Prince
to know
used to
this
play
instrument.
every instrument. How come you can't?
Prince was very talented. Do you think it's strange that Prince and Michael Jackson both died at 50?
Of the
years
same
old?
drug.
Of the same drug. Strange.
Well, I mean, Michael Jackson didn't really technically died of a. Oh, we got a phone call.
Oh, okay. I guess before we go, we're going to take a
Have
phone
they
call.
been watching this shit?
All right.
Why are they calling? You got a chance to get away.
Hey there. Thanks for calling in to Welcome Back to America. Ohene?
Ohene?
It's Celeste.
Oh, it's Celeste.
It's Celeste.
Celeste is calling. I was not told
Shout
who it
out
was
to
on the
Celeste.
phone. Hey, Celeste, thank you for calling. I don't know if you've been watching the show, but Nigel Fullerton and Joe Dixon have been making sure that I come off as racist as possible.
Yes,
So-
you had nothing to do with it.
I had nothing to do with it.
Celeste, he asked us
That's
Black
not a
History
hard
questions.
ask.
Wait, go on, Celeste.
I said that's not a hard ass.
Right. Yeah. Great. Tell her what I was doing.
He asked us Black History questions.
I actually passed this
He
to.
grew up on Long Island. Like there are only like two ethnic groups there.
It's true. What are the two ethnic? White and what? Italian.
Well, what?
Well, I mean, what do they call Massapequa?
I don't
The
know.
home of Seinfeld.
Yeah, the homicide felled Alec Baldwin. I don't know what they call it.
I'm not
Matzo
gonna
pizza.
say it,
Matzo
but-
pizza, not Machu Picchu. Say that again, Celeste.
Right. You said it the first time.
Yeah,
Matzo pizza.
matzo pizza. Yes.
Now that's
Yeah.
racist.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And there were all the folks who did not want to, who were from Brooklyn and Queens, who did not want to be around black people. They went there.
To Long Island.
And then, and then, the people from the Bronx and Manhattan went to Westchester.
Where you are.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's your address?
Celeste, I want you to know, wait, before you go, Celeste.
that's funny.
Before you go, Celeste is having a show Juneteenth. She's doing a show out.
Yeah, but it's you're gonna put me on blast.
No, I'm not going to tell people where it is. Just telling people you're producing a show on June 19th,
Okay.
on Juneteenth. But now I come off racist again.
Well, shout out to Celeste, by the way. Thank you for doing this. I would love to come to your show.
I don't. Nigel Fullerton is moving to
not how
LA
it
soon.
works,
It'll be your last
Nigel.
opportunity to
But
get him.
What'd she say?
Say that again,
Nigel,
Celeste.
you're free to reach out to me virtually and connect me that way.
Oh,
We
dope.
can do it that.
Yeah.
Dope. Thank you.
Todd's on the next one. Todd's going to be there.
All right,
He's
cool.
not going to not show up to here.
Nah, Todd's cool.
Calling you out, Todd.
Nah, Todd's cool people.
Todd's one of the
watching
best.
this.
Todd's one
Yeah.
of the. I've known Todd 22
Todd-
years.
Todd is like my. Oh God!
Are you crying, Celeste? Are you crying?
No, Todd is like my brother.
Okay.
Like my kind of brother that I'm like, all right, come on, can we tuck in our shirt? I love Todd.
I don't think he's ever tucked in a shirt. Todd doesn't tuck in his shirt.
I love the fact that Todd, over the 20 years that we've all known him, he has not aged. I feel,
No,
I feel like he's getting younger.
He's got the. Yeah, he's like Benjamin.
I swear to God, nobody loves pizza more than Todd. So he definitely isn't probably drinking baby blood.
That's how you get Todd to come to your show.
Todd
He's
is a
offering
vampire. There's a couple people that I feel are vampires. Lorenz Tate, Cher, Todd.
He's
I think, in fact, Todd is looking younger as he's getting older.
He's
which is weird.
getting younger.
he's the Benjamin Buttons of comedy. He's going to be a little baby when we're 80. We're going to have to bring him to shows.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to have to put him down
He'll be
like a
doing
baby.
shows in the Lower East Side, crawling around. Hey guys!
Hey guys! Hey guys!
I love Todd, man.
Yeah, Todd's one of the best.
Yeah.
Hey.
Celeste had a show at the comic strip. She was doing a podcast that hopefully she'll be able to do again because this comic strip is not going away.
No, I'm okay with doing it via Zoom. I don't need to be in people's faces like that. I did go out last night to a bar, but it was it's a big space, biggish.
Was
So
it a
I
New
did go
Rochelle
to-
bar?
No, it was actually in Harlem. I was in Harlem.
Dope.
last
Oh, what bar in
Sometimes-
Harlem?
What?
I was about to
I'm cosmopolitan, DB.
She's very cosmopolitan.
Not-
Wait, what
No,
bar?
I realize that.
Wait, what bar in Harlem?
Well, I was a bit all over the place. I started my evening off at the Faison Firehouse. They had a fabulous statue of George Floyd,
Dope.
and it's heading off to Newark. And then I went to Utanga, which is one of my favorite places. I remember when it opened. I used to live in Harlem, so I remember when it was just the Shrine, and I'm actually looking at a poster of a show that I did 10 years ago,
Nice.
exactly 10 years ago, at the Shrine.
It's
Before
weird because
anyone did comedy there. They were
Have
like,
any of you-
All
have you-
right, we'll try it.
Any of you guys ever perform at the Apollo?
no.
I have.
You have. I
No.
figured you probably
Yeah,
had.
it wasn't a fun experience.
No,
Oh, you played on the Sandman show with the amateur thing? Yeah.
did you touch the wood beforehand and all that thing?
It was, I didn't make it to TV. That was the good part. I didn't make it to
I used to
TV.
stay up for that on Saturday nights after SNL. The Apollo girls would come out with the
Nah,
big 1:30.
Apollo ain't good for comedians. I don't
No.
care who you are.
Unless you're famous already.
Unless you're
but-
famous already. You got that 15 minutes. You're not even 15. You got 5 minutes if you're famous.
You don't have 5 minutes. You have to get it off the rip.
You're right.
Oh yeah, it's
You're
gonna be in
right.
You
seconds.
get
Yeah.
you have a nanosecond.
No, we're talking if
you
you're
are even
famous.
off by a hair, you're donezo. I went to see it live. People are not. The whole purpose is to
It's to
boo.
boo.
They are
Right.
ready to boo.
It's sort of
Yeah.
like going to
And
see
you-
Rocky Horror Picture
Yeah,
Show.
but we were talking about if somebody was famous. Now I've seen my friend Fudge did Apollo. He got on the show, and the only way he got through from the rip because he beatboxes. in his comedy.
Oh,
so they
there you
let
go.
him. He got
That
through with the beatbox.
So it was a gimmick.
It was a gimmick. It worked. But
Yeah,
the
it
second
was-
time he went there,
That or gospel. If no one will boo you if you're singing a gospel song, that is fact.
that is a fact.
All
Oh
know
yeah,
that.
they can't. Even
You
if
can
you're in a
be
room full of
off-key.
atheists.
And you got to be a
Yeah,
kid.
you
You got to be a kid with a glitter outfit on.
Right.
Yes,
Which I'll be getting
exactly.
into right after this show.
And a slick pony, like a slick pressing curl if you're a little girl.
Yeah.
Like you look like the box of the junior perm box. That's the one that wins.
That's
all
just
the
for
time.
me. It's just for me, girl.
Celeste, I'm trying to get Joe out on the 19th. That's why I brought it up. I want Joe to come out to the show because he said he was looking for something to do on Juneteenth. You did say that while we were having dinner.
DB, the last time a white guy was wrangling up all these black people to take him to the country, it was not a good look.
Thank you. Thank you, Celeste. Thank you.
Would you all want to come
I
into my
feel like
car to
you
New Rochelle? No.
He's like, hey, black people, let's talk about black history.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to
On the
take you
drive
to
over
this place on a black day. Like I would worry about it. I'm just saying, guys.
Celeste,
I would travel independently of DB because you know that he's going to be trafficking you guys.
what could I sell Joe for? What good is
It's
Joe?
all right.
He's good for trivia. He was really good at the trivia, but he can't move rocks. He can't lay brick.
I can't even lay women. For
No,
God's
he
sake.
can't even lay women. Celeste.
Yeah, you'd be useless. Yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
What?
Celeste, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate that you called.
DB, is this like sex with you? I really was hyping it up, and now this is it? It was like, oh.
Okay, you want to talk about
No,
something
I'm
else?
kidding. I love you. I love you.
No,
I
I'll
love
ask you a question.
No, he's going to ask you black
I'm going to
history
ask
questions.
you black people questions. Black racist
Oh, my
questions.
God.
Again with this black people. We're not a monolith.
You know what, DB? Let me just tell you something right now. You're lucky we know you.
Oh, I know. That's
I
why
know.
I did this.
Who really knows Dan
I have
Frick?
I have a lot of reasons, and there's
I found out his name was Dan 2 years ago. I was like, who are you talking about?
I
had
found it out 2 days ago.
I changed my name when I joined the Screen Actors Guild and Actors Equity. I had to because there's another Dan Frick. He did Baby's Day Out and Prison Break. He also gets credit for my stuff on IMDb. But if you go to IMDb now, I get credit for my stuff.
Baby's Day Out is shit. I do like Baby's Day Out.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I mean, as far as getting one joke to last an hour and a half.
No, when the guy got hit in the nuts, when Joe Mantegna,
Joe Mantegna gets
yeah, when he gets hit in the nuts, that's the funniest thing in the whole movie.
We should probably kick me in the nuts right now. Joe, kick me in the nuts.
That'd be better than you telling these black history questions.
All right, we're going to go back. Celeste, we got to go to commercial.
All right, listen.
Celeste, stay on the phone. We got to go to commercial, and I'll keep you on, but we got to go to commercial and come back.
Oh, my God.
All right, stay on the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for checking out Welcome Back to America. We'll be back in a second with more stuff.
Not dressed like Archie Bunker. Hey, everybody. Is he dressed like Archie Bunker? This has to be all white, right?
No, he'd have
I mean,
his
not
shirt
just
tucked
here,
in.
but I mean the clothes.
No,
Archie Bunker would never let himself
white
get
shirt.
this fat.
This is when he's sitting in the chair.
He's always sitting in the chair.
Exactly.
No, he was not always sitting in the chair when he owned the bar.
Of course,
Well,
that
you
was
don't know.
Archie's place.
That's
That was a
Archie
different
Bunker's
sitcom.
place. Not
That
completely
was
different show.
Archie's place. No, he bought the bar on the original show.
Yes, but it's a
Then
completely
his wife
different show.
dies, and then the other show because they got to kill off Gene Stapleton.
That show should never have existed.
No, and neither should the other one. The one that was just Gloria.
Gloria.
Gloria was like the worst, glorious piece of
Gloria's
shit ever.
bad.
Yeah,
So bad.
I think that somebody was on their knees for that one because that didn't make any sense.
I think anything before the last 5 years years, someone was down their knees for it. Every single thing. Everything.
Yeah.
After Gloria and Mike moved out, that should have been the end of
I
All
had
in the
to give
Family.
both of them head for this show. That's the only way they'd come on.
I wouldn't accept it though.
Yeah.
You didn't?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
This has been fun.
Has it really?
You know, Nigel missed out on dinner. I offered
You
Nigel
also missed
dinner.
out apparently on a blowjob. So
Yeah, I missed out on all that stuff.
You missed out on all the good stuff.
I'm still trying to figure out why you asked us Black History questions.
Then ask me a white history question.
We're supposed to ask you Black History
Ask
questions.
me. Ask me a Black history question.
all right.
Let's
Who
do
was
that.
who was the first black president of the United States?
Donald Trump.
No.
See, this is the problem.
Donald Trump wasn't.
Who played Moesha's mother on the hit show Moesha?
Richard Gere. Richard Gere? No. Give me more.
Close.
Give me more. I'm doing good.
You could have gave us like a real answer.
I don't- well, I
we
don't-
really answered your question.
Well,
you asked us about Mary McLeod Bethune. Like
did-
what the hell?
she did come up in the list of research, but I did
Oh,
not
my
ask
God.
her.
A list of research. Google. He Googled.
He Googled this.
Well, what else am I going to do? Know it extemporaneously? Just know it from the air?
you
Like
keep telling him
learn
my
things
research.
through osmosis.
Google.
You know when people talk over
What-
each other, someone can't hear.
What R&B singer performed in the movie New Jack City?
Oh,
Sheena Easton?
What was
Not
the
even
first?
close.
What was the first
But
film?
same-
I'm sorry. Was that Celeste?
What'd you say?
no, but same kind of complexion.
Me and Sheena Easton? Is that-
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I actually was Wesley Snipes. Why is it like
Weed guy? You were
In
Wesley
the-
Snipes
for
weed guy?
for Halloween?
Side chick.
You were
Oh,
Nino
you were
Brown?
Blade. You were Blade.
I was Nino Black. No, it was Nino Brown.
Nino Brown.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. I like that.
Miss.
Yeah, I even had
Am
this
I
thing,
my
like,
brother's keeper?
You know that, but you don't wrap
Oh.
it up.
Yes.
We got to wrap this up.
Yeah, we have
All
like
right.
3
All
minutes
right, all
left.
right. I love you. Thank you.
Love you
All right,
too,
bye.
Celeste. Thank
Nice
you for
meeting you
calling
all.
in. You rock. You're the best.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you, Celeste.
Celeste.
I will friend you on the Facebooks.
I will see you on the 19th.
I'll be
Well,
sleeping.
Yeah.
He'll be sleeping because he's
All right.
like 50 and he has bad
Bye.
blood flow.
Not
Love
like
you.
50. I am 50.
Bye.
53. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah. So thank you. Where can people go see you online? Where are the shows?
People can check out my podcast.
Come on.
Does it still work? DTSW.com. You can go find it.
DTSW.com. Does this still work? It's a show
like
about
that.
talking about
That's a good,
movies. Nigel's going to be on soon. What do you
Yeah,
got coming up?
definitely.
You got like a litany of, so we got to sit back for a minute.
Oh, nah, I don't
He's
got a
some
litany.
stuff to talk about.
Listen, July 2nd, I have a show at Governor's on the Patio. This is an outdoor show for everybody out there to see and to watch. July 2nd, 8 p.m. You can purchase tickets on www.govs.com. I also have my podcast, the Murphy. I'm saying it like you, the Murphy Monday podcast, where every Monday we talk about the life and career of Eddie Murphy. You can find that at www.murphymondaypod.com. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Nigel Fullerton _ Check my IMDb. Just type in Nigel Alexander Fullerton. You'll find that, and that's about it. Anything else for you?
Everybody, thanks for coming on the show. We're off next week, but the week after, we got Joe Raiola, senior editor of Mad Magazine for 30 years. We're going to talk to him for an hour. I probably won't ask him any questions about black people, though. So thanks for checking out Welcome Back to America. We will be back Mondays, 9 p.m., Strong Island Television.
Shout out to Bobby Lacera, everybody.
Shout out to Bobby Lacera, producer, and Millie Micheals is coming back soon. My co-host, whom I love and adore, she's in Vegas.
Oh, Vegas.
Yeah. Bye.